Okay, I'm going to adjust this now. You ready?
Okay.
So we have Austin here today. Austin, you're in the Army, right?
I am in the Army. I'm
Yeah.
a cadet. Also, I'm first and foremost enlisted to the Army National Guard. And
All right. Thank you. I have so much respect. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. What do you want to work on today?
So I have some lower body issues. Sometimes you can do a lot of DNC, and then I avid runner, and like foot injuries, ankle, knees.
Are they hurting you today, or they're stuff from the past?
Specifically, the right ankle.
Do you feel it now if you kind of move it around a little bit?
Oh yes, for sure. And that's probably because recently I rolled it.
Is it still swollen at all?
Yeah. If you examine it, you'll probably be able to notice
All right.
that.
And you also have a little bit of pronation or flat feet. Do you see that?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you might really do well with orthotics one day.
Yeah.
Because that'll help your pronation. So pronation is flat feet, or where here, look at my feet for a second, okay? So I'm gonna try to flatten them, okay? But they roll in like this. And notice my knees too, okay? My knees will also go with it. And so very often if you're running, the feet will hurt, but eventually the knees will hurt too. And have you ever worn orthotics? You might like them one day. You're only 28, right?
Yes.
But one day you might go, oh my God.
For sure.
I love running with
Get a
these things.
spacer. Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be today,
Yeah.
but put it in the back of your head as one day, especially if you continue to run, 4 or 6 miles on a frequent basis. And let's say your feet and knees never stop hurting.
Yeah.
The orthotics would probably fix
I
that.
normally shorten my foot position.
You're not even hitting right?
Yeah, and I know that's a
Yeah.
big thing too.
So put your nose straight down here.
Okay.
I'm not saying it, but just keep that in the back of the mind. That might be the last piece you need if you, because of your pursuits and stuff, running might always be a big part of your training, right?
Oh,
Yeah, it's not going to stop. It's not going to
I
stop.
want to be,
Yeah,
have some longevity.
yeah, so that might be something you need if you have a pronation in both feet. If you find the other ailments never seem to go away, that could be the underlying cause of those ailments. Meaning it's not like you just need me to crack your ankle every week, because that's not handling it, right?
No.
Yeah, so your right leg is pulling way short this way. So here, watch this. Do you feel me push that up?
For sure.
That's what I see when I look down. But I'm going to put these on, and then you'll really get to see up close. I might even have Amanda take a quick still shot so you can see it. You don't have to wait a couple of weeks for me to post this. But first, let me get Delphine to see it. Good. So when I bring the legs up, they're even. So what that means is there's something off. I think his pelvis is off.
Oh, for sure. So that, I'll tell you more about that.
So I'm going to push into the sits bone, okay? That's that bone at the bottom of the pelvis. I have to find it. Start to dig in like that. Luckily, you have your chaperone here and your bodyguard.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's see if that changes at all. A little bit. Amanda, come shoot again. Do you see the difference?
Oh, yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Okay. Good, and back up. So it's not everything. He might have a little bit of a short leg.
I sure do.
Yeah. Meaning a structural. There's functional short leg, which is what I can fix. So if the pelvis is just tilted, or the lumbars are pulling, or the hamstring's too tight, it can make a leg functionally look shorter temporarily. But structure means the actual leg bones are a little shorter on one side than the other. And I don't think it's as bad as it is. Like when I just first peeked at your leg length discrepancy, it looked almost half an inch. Once I did a little bit of pelvic balancing, it was down to like a centimeter. But the centimeter might be your true structural discrepancy. But you're aware of that though, right?
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yeah. So I'm not telling you anything new. Yeah. So do you run with a lift in your shoe or anything?
No.
But these are just things, plant seeds in your mind of like, one day you might have to face some of that.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to do the mileage.
Mm-hmm. And I
Yeah. And you plan on keep doing
I
the
at
mileage.
least do at least like 17 a week.
Wow. Okay, so you're right.
At least just
Yeah.
that's what I'm looking low. Oh. Hey.
Nice. So now I'm going to have you lie on your back, please. Do you ever follow that guy Dave Goggins? You know who he is?
Yeah. That is one of my.
I was
romance.
watching his IG this morning when I woke up, and he runs like 100-mile races.
Yeah,
and he used to be an obese man, and then he got like in the most shredded shape of anyone. But he's just like the most mentally tough guy.
Do you ever wonder what an adjustment for a guy like him would be for you? He would have like a field day, maybe.
Yeah, he probably would love it because he says he's banged up. He just works anyway. Like it's not like he doesn't get sore.
Oh, of course not.
Because he talks about it. He goes, I'm trash, but I'll still run today.
Yeah. One time he was talking about how he had this one issue where he just kept on running and he never really like rolled out, and it was like causing him to not even be able to walk.
Yeah. He talks a lot about self-care. I think he works hours a day on working out the kinks. So he trains, but then he also like will work on a foam roller or whatever he needs to stretch something to prevent new injuries, you know?
Would we recommend foam rolling daily? If you run
especially,
daily?
Yeah, it would really help. Okay, I'm going to adjust this now. You ready?
Okay.
How are those?
Wowzers.
Good. Move closer to me. So, move even closer. So let me answer that question better, okay? Because you got me in the middle of a neck adjustment. So here, Delphine, I'll answer that. So the question was, do I recommend someone that trains as much as you to foam roll daily? The answer is yes and no. And the answer is, I recommend you do whatever you need daily. So maybe at this point you need foam rolling because that's where your aches and pains are. But maybe it's a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball, or maybe, you know, it's a ball rolling on something like this, or there's a lacrosse ball in a sock, or maybe it's stretching with a big broomstick or a PVC pipe, or maybe it's hanging from a chin-up bar and stretching out your lats. So whatever you need to do that daily. And it might change every day. You might go, yeah, last week I was foam rolling almost every day, but this week that's kind of good. So now I'm working on my shoulders and lats.
Just by listening to your body.
Yeah, but working on yourself or self-care on a frequent
Push-ups,
basis.
sometimes I notice that I'll have like
It pinches.
a slight little.
Move this way. I think I found it. So move this way a little bit.
Yeah.
But what you should also do with push-ups, unless you're being watched doing push-ups, like let's say you have a commanding officer that wants to watch you, then you have to do it exactly the way they want. But if you're doing your own push-ups, you can play with the width of your hands,
For sure.
and also the angles of your hands, and also where the elbows come back, out, or wide, or even arms a little higher than your head, which are really tough to do. So what I'm saying is, when you're training on your own, don't pinch the nerve.
Yeah, no. So for
if
instance,
you're being examined, then you're gonna have to just do
while
it.
like on my own, like you said, like listening to myself, like if I'll go to like the assisted like pull up machine, and on my when I go to the bottom of my my motion of the pull up, then I feel like
it snags a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whenever you're on your own, try to work around that so you don't injure it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm very careful with it.
Just leave your hand back here. You hear that crack in?
Yeah, you crunched.
Yeah. So that was good. Lie on your side facing me this way, please. So what I did is I just took your collarbone and your scapula and put my hand underneath, and grabbed your humerus and did a little move on it. Now I'm going to do this. Got it. Come to the other side. Lie on your side this way. Pull this top knee up. Drop your head. Let this arms roll back a little bit. Pull this towards me. It's already popping. Good. Lie on your back. Scoot this way one more time.
Okay.
And I'm going to double up your arms like this.
Okay.
And roll back this way. Good. Now let's look at those feet. You're going to do one and then the other. Ah, that was it. There it goes. All right, sir, come stand up. Right there.
Yeah.
How'd that feel? You feel the ankles pop?
Yeah.
I got them both.
It's
Like right here.
So they need some work,
yeah.
but you're going to have to master self-care over the next few years because it doesn't sound like you're going to slow down in training.
No,
But
that's
so-
only I'm only.
Yeah,
trying
so
to
just
get
keep
better.
looking stuff up. you
Yeah,
know,
for sure.
you know,
That's what I do a lot.
and just applying what you learn to fixing your own body.
Yeah, I'll be
All
seeing
right.
you again.
All right, thanks, man. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much.
And thank you for your service. I really appreciate it.